now listening to the sultry sounds of Trilogy Productions. So wonderful how we come in like that off of there. It's crazy. But anyway, we're in the building. This is the I'm sorry. I'm about to say some stupid shit. We in the building. I am VA Verse. Across from me is my beautiful wife, smiling as usual. The incomparable Z.
Hey guys, you're listening to For Better or Worse. Don't look at me like you miss your cue.
No, I didn't. You always say I look at you like you miss your cue. I just look at you and be like.
I don't always say that. I have never said that on one single
every
podcast.
Every time you miss the cue, yes, I guarantee you I could go back and you could be like that.
You are listening to For Better or Worse. Jeez, I always see your boy be tripping when he get in front of the peoples.
How? You said it.
I can get ready and finger all out and everything. Simmer down.
I can listen. My fingers are always out.
Anyway, continue.
Well, we in the building. Thank you guys for listening, as usual. Thank all of our listeners in the U.S., foreign and domestic.
Thank you guys.
All of
we
our
appreciate
guys.
You.
We are at a little milestone for ourselves. I would say we're at 100. Well, we're past 100 views.
What?
Yeah, so we're past 100 views.
We at what is that? Triple digits?
Are we at triple digits?
100?
No, yeah, we're past 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in triple digits.
The air's kind of thin up here.
So it's a little feat. This is actually episode 10. We were, I guess, through like maybe 6 or 7 episodes, we were seeing a trend of like maybe we were getting like 10 listens per episode. It was an average, like not each episode was played 10, but it was an average of we would have like 60 plays in 6 episodes. Mm-hmm. And it crept up there after the last couple episodes, and here we are, episode 10. Thank you guys for listening. I know it's it's not no crazy, it's not no crazy feat, but we're grateful
because we appreciate each and every one of you.
Because we don't do nothing but come up here and talk about
our crazy ass lives. Oh, like you got her because he is risen and I can cuss again, motherfucker.
We just came off of the Lent.
So happy.
But happy Easter. It's Easter.
Resurrection Sunday.
We had a
oh, hold on. He rose. I said he rose.
He rose.
It's okay.
It's okay.
He rose. But
make up a word if you want to.
But he rose. But sorry.
But
I get crunk for Jesus.
We had a lit weekend. It was a crunk weekend.
We did.
We had it. It was jam packed. We had a bunch of stuff going on.
Yes. If y'all not up on game, we did a glow in the dark Easter egg hunt. Bomb.
Yeah.
Bomb.
Yeah.
We would never go back to sunny Easter egg hunts again.
Never.
But we do have.
Yeah, it's an Easter episode, and the theme of where we're going with it is we need a specialist. The star of the show, you guys.
Apparently.
Yeah.
You want to get down? You want to get down?
What's wrong with the Lears?
You are.
What's
Just
wrong
a
with
second.
the Lears?
Well, can we introduce you?
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah. So we have the star of the show, BruhItzMeh.
Hi guys. BruhItzMeh.
The star of the show.
Let's go, boys.
And we also have someone else. Why don't you introduce yourself, someone else?
My name is Lyric, And I'm
El
4
Boogie.
years old.
How old are you?
Ooh.
4.
You're 4 years old.
Ooh, 4. Are you in school
When are you going to
yet?
turn 5?
May 22nd.
That's right. So it's around the corner.
Are you excited for school?
Smarty pants dance.
Yes.
You are excited for school?
Yes.
I'm not excited for her to go to school.
He wants me to stay home.
That's right.
What'd she
Because
say?
when you was born, I told you, I said, baby, and you're not a baby anymore.
I have to go to school anyway.
That's a fact.
And then I'm going to ask my mom, could I have an Elsa backpack?
Ooh, an Elsa backpack.
That's what you want to have when you go to school first? Okay.
Over here, I have no lockers, and I have to
I
carry
need
all
a
my books in
locker.
my backpack.
I need to do math, and I need to do homework.
Well,
Oh my
let's see
gosh,
how you
homework.
feel when you start going to school and that becomes an everyday thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make friends.
Yes, you are going to make friends.
I have like 1,000 friends. Yeah.
Really?
I do.
1,000?
Yes.
But it's meh. You're just so popular.
Yeah. Popular with the
And
listeners as
my
well. I
last
see.
name is R.
Y'all don't need to know her last name. You can't tell the people everything. But you can tell them your first name.
First
L
name is
O
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just try to get better.
L Y R I C.
Hey.
Good job.
Good job.
El Boogie.
L Boogie.
El
Good job.
Boogie.
Give it up for
I'm
L.
gonna tell
Give
you
it up for
last
L Boogie. I
R
thought she said she didn't want you
I
to do.
M S O N.
She said she
Ooh,
wants to
Robinson
she
She
know
know
how
how
to
to do it.
spell it. Thank you.
Thank
El
you very
Boogie.
much, El
We
Boogie.
appreciate you.
Appreciate
You want to say
you.
bye to the people?
Bye.
All right, we'll see you later.
Yay.
If you want to say something, just come back, okay? All right.
She
You wanna
stays
say
in
it?
here.
Okay. you can stay.
So,
Oh, yes. Resurrection Sunday.
so this
Ooh, he
weekend,
rose.
this weekend we Saturday, Friday
Well,
night.
first, I want BruhItzMeh to
Ooh.
tell us, since we're talking about it, tell us about what did you gave up for Lent?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that was I had a really hard Lent. You know how like everybody needs some kind of thing that calms them down, and usually it's music in this family. I don't know about you guys' family, but it's music in this family, and I gave up music, and that was like the hardest 40 days of my life.
But did you do it?
Yes, I did.
I'm so proud of you. 40
She
days,
did a
no
good job.
headphones, no listening to
I
music.
really even had my headphones on. Like once Easter was starting to come, I was all like, "Dad, I need some headphones."
But good job. We appreciate you for your sacrifice. You did very, very well. So you should definitely be proud of yourself.
I agree, 100%. Well, we had I gave up drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I gave up drinking and cheers.
And he has his,
Yeah,
Boo.
cheers. I gotta. I'm living a platinum life right now. I got me a Bud Light Platinum. You know,
That's
this
what's in
ain't
your
this ain't
cup.
what's in your cup, but you know what I'm saying.
is it going to be
Yeah,
half
We're
full?
gonna do that. We're gonna have to come up with some special things when we mix it up. Like, you know what I'm saying. We mix it up with them again, which is coming up soon. So y'all stay tuned
For the collab.
for the collab again.
Rio Rum Punch, Ricky T, and Lady Tay 80. Hey, y'all.
Lady Tay 80. What's the number?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask her. Lord have mercy.
And I work at Eddie's son's house.
That's all put
You
numbers.
work there?
You work there.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
My work is doing songs.
We're gonna have to have a
My
talk with
work
Auntie
is
Sean.
doing
She said she said she work over there.
You don't even like when you do songs.
Child employment.
Okay.
So, but and then you gave up the cussing.
Yes, which I think I could have done better because, I slipped up quite a few times. I slipped up more than what I wanted to.
That's when you got mad, but like,
In certain situations, I'm just prone to cuss. So sometimes if I did cuss, like I let a, couple slip out and I not just one and then replace the cuss words I want to say. So I'll definitely
Frick.
do either, I would definitely do it again, either next time or time after next because I think I could have done better. But I did I did okay, I would say.
To be honest, I think mom was like the hardest one out of all of us
Yeah.
because like me and dad, it was like steps to like listen to like doing what our Lent was. Like I have to plug in my headphones, go to the
app,
and then I gotta play the music and then listen to it. Dad had to go somewhere,
go to a store, buy a beer, open the beer,
drink it. But mom, it just slipped out. Like usually,
Yeah, like
when
that's
you get mad, you be
that's
like,
what I be saying. Cuss word, like you
Ow.
stomp your toe, you be like, fuck.
Is that what you say, Leah?
Man,
That's what you say, BruhItzMeh?
no,
you gotta like say you got
probably in my head. But
some food. Say you got some food and you in the car and the food fall in the floor. What do you say, babe? What is the saying?
Darn.
No, I thought
no.
you talking about. I thought you was gonna joke on me because I'm like, I remember.
What the? That's how your boy will be.
So yeah, sometimes it
got
slips out. It's kind of
new
hard.
toothbrushes. And then we got Daddy Easter stuff.
That's right.
yeah,
Yes.
we love you, Verse.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And
Love you
Easter
guys.
basket.
She said she just came in like
And
we got
I got
new
a new
toothbrush.
cup.
You got a new cup. What's the color of your cup?
Got pineapples, leaves, got a flower on it.
Got a nice purple cup. Okay, thank you for the update.
Well, apparently she's just going to be popping in and out because she's only supposed to say a couple words, and
She's
she
on
is
one
here for the
block.
mic. So you're going to hear little L Boogie come in
Yep.
like she's pushing me out of the way right now.
She is really like mom is like on the other side of the couch now.
Yeah, but we did the Lent, and I think like I agree with Leah. Yours probably was one of the hardest ones to do. So, but you got through it. I think you did a great job. Me personally, I think you did a great job, and I could see, I could tell,
doing better, but I appreciate it.
and I could tell that your Lent, because your Lent was, and Leah she sacrificed a lot, but your Lent was kind of a thing of evolution, of like evolving and maturing, like because I could tell that your Lent was gonna eventually lead to, I think it was gonna lead to you cussing less. Like I felt like on the other side of your Lent you was gonna be like, maybe I should keep this going and just not cuss as much.
It's not even like I really have to even think about it at this point in time. I'm used to not cursing so much, so I haven't really cursed, and when I do curse, it feels weird. Like it feels like I shouldn't be, only because when I did for so long, it was just like, oh, I shouldn't be cussing. Sorry, Lord.
It was like at least like 8 times, like the whole Lent, and like that was for the Lent, but like before the Lents, you were all like cussing like 15 times a day.
Yeah, it wasn't stressed either. It felt so good. But no, I mean, this whole experience is really great, and again, it's for us to sacrifice something because Jesus gave up his life for us.
Facts.
And
For our sins, bruh.
that's right. For our sins, and and you can never do what he did at all.
He was a little worried too. Like if that would have happened to us, we would have been like, nope, not doing this. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead, send down them 12 legions of angels and kill every mofo up in here to say something wrong to us. But, he did it, and he was the only one that could do it. So, and a lot of people will say that it's a Catholic thing, and we don't have to do it. There's a lot of things we don't have to do, but why not? I don't see the harm in sacrificing something.
And that's what I was saying to prove what you're saying, is that's what I was saying. What you did was sacrifice something, and it helped. And I think it'll help you become a better person, more of a person that you may want to progress to being. So I think it's a good thing whether or not you.
I really like cuss, especially motherfucker. That is my cuss word.
What's your favorite cuss word?
Motherfucker, like motherfucker.
What's your favorite cuss word?
Me?
Yeah.
The N-word.
That's your.
You're supposed to not have a favorite cuss word?
I'm not. Oh.
I'm just still, the one she said was like ridiculous.
Can I say it?
No, you cannot.
Exactly.
What I don't understand is why you be wanting to say it.
Because you guys look so free when you guys are cussing.
We look free,
We
huh?
are free though.
But our freedom
You
comes
all
with
stressed when
our
you
freedom
look
comes
at
with
the
our
ones.
adulthood, though. It don't come from cussing.
You a child. You can't do it, player.
We can't do what we do. Like, and we ain't free because we can cuss. We ain't like, oh man, boy, now that I can cuss,
I can do
I am so
anything.
free. No, that comes with adulthood. Why we free? Because we pay our own bills. That's why we free.
Cuddles isn't here.
Yeah, we can't wait to get Puds back. But
Zowski.
we need to stay on course here. So Lent was great and everything, and Easter weekend was lit. Friday we had the glow in the dark party, like you
Easter
said.
egg hunt, which was dope. If you don't know what a glow in the dark Easter egg hunt is, it's basically you get these eggs, of course, and they make miniature glow lights, and you put them in there along with the candy, and of course you go out there at nighttime. But all the kids were glowing. They had the wrists, and they had the necklaces on and the bracelets on, and they put the bracelets around their ankles, and we just went out to the park at night where it wasn't so much light, and when the dads hid the eggs, and we all came out, since it's about 8 nieces and nephews all together, and we had so much fun. The night was beautiful, and it felt great.
Yeah.
So it was great.
People are gonna be like, "You want to go to my Easter egg hunt? Is it night? No, it's daytime. Get out of here, noob. We do.
Noob.
This is.
What's a noob? What?
I say nothing.
What is a noob? Like a boob?
What's a noob?
What's a boob?
Titties.
She got 2.
No,
You getting
What
something, I guess.
What is a noob?
a noob is like what do you call it?
A nigga only on BS. Oh, I guess that's noobs.
I have no idea what you. I have no idea what you just said.
Nigga only on BS. Damn,
You know what? We're gonna have to start saying that.
You a noob,
Noob
bro.
ass nigga.
Noobs. All these noobs is. All these noobs is.
A noob is like, what do you like? What do you say? Like, what would you say in replacing noobs?
We have to know what noob is to be able to replace it.
Hold on, you said y'all are noobs, like y'all whack?
Like you guys do like the old fashioned way. We do.
Oh
like,
yeah, y'all some old heads.
It's about to be 2020. Nobody do no daytime Easter egg hunt.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but noobs
noobs.
mean something different in this house. Nigga only on
I
BS.
can't say the new one. It's not fair.
You can say noobs.
I guess yeah.
You
I can say
ain't
noobs.
you ain't saying
The
nigga
word, right?
like you wanna say.
Exactly.
Shame.
So the noobs they do it in the daytime. We did it at nighttime. It was amazing. We suggest that you do it, especially if you stay in Arizona,
Dope.
because it's be hot out this bitch. For
Yeah,
real.
it do.
It
And
really does.
nighttime it be
Sweat
lit.
bubbling on your ass.
Nighttime, summertime nights though are most of the time pretty good. Sometimes it be hot at night. Sometimes still.
Yeah. But compared to the daytime, of course, it's so great.
You leave some
great.
chicken outside, it'll be cooked like in an hour.
At a bake,
great.
yeah.
We about a month away from vacation. Woo,
Woo.
Gotta go to Cali because
Whoops.
we beach bums
We're
and
probably gonna take
we
a
need a
little
beach.
doggy.
How are we gonna be beach bums? I can't swim.
we can't swim. I said
She
beach-
doesn't
I
like
said beach
water
bums,
above
not-
her ankles.
I said beach bums, not
I sure
ocean
don't.
bums.
Y'all you try to drown me?
Last time we were at the beach and it was me, dad, and mom, and we were just walking more in the water. Once it passed mom's ankle, she was like, "Oh, oh."
Talking
Even
about
though I
trash
got
butts, man.
swallowed up by a wave. I was gone. There was sand in my mouth.
Jeez.
It was so funny.
Yeah,
Salt water in my lungs.
I remember that.
Trying to boogie board, and then all of a sudden a wave got you. She flew. It was so funny.
But yeah,
No, I just don't do a whole bunch of water. I mean, like once it passed the ankles, I think the last time me and Verse went, he was like, "Okay, let it be up to your thighs." You would have told me that it was up to my neck. Like I don't be doing this whole, What is you doing, Verse?
I'm taking a picture
Oh, who?
of everybody.
Don't take no picture of me. Nope, because
You're gonna be
it's be
good.
unflattering. I'm over here looking a mess.
You're gonna be good.
Anyway, so it's almost vacation time, and I'm so excited because I need some tranquility in my life, some beach, and apparently I sunburn, which is weird because I could thought that black people couldn't sunburn, but apparently I was wrong because of sunburn last time. So I'm gonna need to make sure I get all the what is it called?
Sunscreen?
SPF.
That's great.
Yeah, I thought it was some SPF something. I don't know.
we might be taking our little dog.
Zowski, shout out to Pazowski.
Yeah.
Did you give Zowski a shout out?
Yes, because I miss
Ooh.
him, Pazowski.
You coming soon, probably like next month, but like we're gonna be on the way to Cali and we're gonna be on the beach and everything with Puddles, which we're still trying to train him not to be on the leash.
Ain't nothing wrong with Zowski on the leash as long as it's
As long as
a
he
chest
has, like,
harness thing.
Mom's gonna get him little booties. on
Yeah,
his
because it be
feet.
hot out here. He don't need his little paws on the asphalt. But what else did we do this weekend, guys? Oh, today we went to go see Little,
Oh yeah.
which was a really good
It was
movie.
like 2 hours ago.
It was a really good movie, and I thought it was, it was very inspiring. What did you say? What did you think about the movie, BruhItzMeh?
I think
Spoiler alert, just in case you're gonna spoil.
Yes,
something.
yes.
Might
But
wanna
big
skip
spoiler
through
alert
this
if you
part
have
if you
not
didn't
seen the
see
movie
this.
Little. Yes.
might want to skip through this. So
Was that your sound?
What was that? Skipping?
Was that your sound?
Was that skipping?
that was the skippings.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I thought him. So I thought
You
Come
thought
on,
what?
get it out,
I'm
fam.
trying to get it
Dead
out.
air.
I thought it was like inspiring and funny.
Inspiring.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay.
What did I say? Expired?
You said
You said expiring.
Yeah.
That's when
It's
milk
okay.
is going bad. But it's all right. So you thought it was inspiring. Why did you think it was inspiring?
Because at first she was getting picked on, and then suddenly she's a boss, businesswoman, and she's all mean to everybody, shouting at people, roasting people. I'm gonna fire you. I'm cutting you guys in line because I have a tip. And like she was all mean, and then suddenly when this girl that didn't even know that she could even turn people, the little kids, she all abracadabra, and she woke up and she was a little kid, and then as she goes on, she's all learning other stuff because like when she was all grown up and everything, people didn't really talk to her because she was all mean and everything, and now that she's a little kid, people start talking to her and everything. She started doing stuff right.
But what did you think about it? You're now explaining the movie, but what did you think about it? You said it was inspiring. Why was it inspiring for you?
It was inspiring because sometimes I can be a little mean and not realize
Can ya? I don't know what is with the puberty with these churn nowadays, but you be a little. The kids, these young whippersnappers nowadays, like, they attitude be atrocious. Like, and they come out of
Not that
nowhere.
bad.
I've been trying to, like, think back when I was going through puberty. I'm like, was I this bad? Did I really? You don't know.
You don't know,
You
yeah.
was not here. But
Nana
I'm like,
said,
Nana ain't say I was this bad. I was an awesome child, actually.
Yes, you
But
were, baby.
I'm just
I was
like,
there.
was I this bad going through puberty with all the hormones and stuff?
how was you, Dad?
Going through puberty, I was.
In the hood.
You know, Leah does that too. Like,
What?
like during the movie, while he's watching the movie Little, and it's sometimes it's so annoying. During the movie, they were like, remember when she came out the car? Remember when she came out to her car the first time, and the dudes was on the car taking a picture, and she was like,
Yeah,
"Get
yeah.
out of here! This ain't the hood." Leah was like, "Dad." What the hell?
That was like, what?
What? Every time there's the word hood mentioned or somebody from the hood, it's like,
He said,
Dad. Really?
Remember last time what we heard? What do you
Stop
call
it.
it? Do you know how like we have firework neighbors? Oh, we have firework neighbors.
We got firework neighbors? What is that?
Yes, the neighbors
Like,
used to always
they'll
pop off
do
fireworks.
Fireworks out of nowhere. Like those like Christmas, Thanksgiving, or something. They're like sending out fireworks the day before it. It was like last time. It was like July 4th, and it was like July 1st, and they're over here setting out fireworks. Ain't no July 4th yet. What you
Yeah, they were the
doing?
firework neighbors. Everything was a celebration with fireworks.
And
I
it was
mean,
in the
I'm a
daytime.
photographer.
Oh, that's cool.
Can you see what's on my head? I can't reach that. My arms are small.
And like
Pass it to your mother.
it's like it was like in the daytime,
Yeah.
and there was like we thought it was fireworks. We're like, oh, why are they doing fireworks in the day? And that was like, those aren't fireworks. What?
Oh yeah.
And that's
They
all
were shooting. So
dropped to the
but
ground.
that's besides the point. The point is that
How you know what gunshots
every
sound
time
like?
there's a hood type of thing, that shit fire, right?
That's all right.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's all right. Every time there's something that happens that's hoodish, I got to be looked at by my child. Like,
Yes.
okay. Anyways, I think that the movie was a very inspiring movie. Coming from you two guys being ladies, it was pretty much about that. Like, there weren't many men in the movie for the most part.
It was like 2 men.
Most of the men were like love interests.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was one
And
that
then
got
there
roasted
was
twice.
a couple boys and stuff like that. But it was kind of a girlish movie, like a girl power movie.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing at all.
'cause
So that's what I'm
during,
saying. Did you guys?
Most movies, you got the ass out, titties be out. It's always about how you look and how sexy you are, and a woman being so upset because of a guy did this and a guy did that, or her main focus is getting the guy, or how come the guy don't want to be with her. So it was refreshing to see that it was a black, cast in the movie, and also that it does represent some girl power. And I was glad that the lady wasn't just angry at a certain dynamic of people. She was just an asshole to everybody.
She was.
So I really liked it. And
It was a good movie. And
great.
for you guys that haven't seen it, again, spoiler alert, the movie is basically Regina Hall's character. Her name's Jordan, I believe. She went through a traumatic experience where she was bullied in school, and she thought that she could get herself out of bullying by being herself and showing all of the other kids her talents with how smart she was during the talent show, the school talent show. Well, there was this one kid that bullied her and did stuff to her. It was a jerk to her.
I don't really understand why and how the parents did not do nothing, because the little punk ass girl was yelling stuff out the whole time that she was up there. For one, ain't nobody say nothing. Ain't no staff say nothing to her. Ain't none of the teachers, the parents didn't say nothing. Said nothing. Then when she knocked her over, like you could see that she was about to knock her over. She got up. She waited for the ball. Everything. You could see that she was about to do something. Nobody said nothing. And then when she did it, nobody said nothing.
Right.
That would not happen.
If I got knocked over like her, I would have got home and the parents were there. They were all pushing her in the wheelchair while her arm was broken and she had like little neck thing, and they're all talking to her. It was like, oh, when you grow up, you'll be a boss. So,
Everybody
like,
was
like,
bullied.
Yeah.
That's a little taking it too far. I mean, when we were younger, of course, you had people that would talk about you, people who want to squad up with you. It was just much different. Bullying was just a part of life. Like, people get picked on. You either, learn how to snap back on them with some jokes or some comebacks, or you throw your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's inevitable. Or you can stay to yourself and hope that it one day goes away.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like it is today. However, that little girl took it too far. And nobody stepped in to be like, hey, you're not going to say this. You ain't going to do this to my kid. Mm-hmm. That little girl would have got her ass whooped if she would have did that to Bryce.
And then when she threw the ball at her and knocked her off the
Everybody
thing, and she had a broken arm and all that stuff. I was like, this little girl ain't getting squatted up on right now.
That little girl would have been in a wheelchair right now.
And then the parents gave this horrible advice.
When you grow up,
like,
you'll be a boss.
oh, well, it's okay. You could be bullied now, but when you grow up and you're smart. I mean, it was okay. Like, they were saying that basically you're smart, and when you get older, not pretty much for the most part, the smarter kids that were bullied in school, they become more successful for the most part than the kids that were just cool kids that bullied people and stuff like that. They become the bosses and stuff like that. It was a fact and everything, but that's not you know what I'm saying, the whole point of trying to be the boss.
You didn't tell her how to handle it while she's going through it. It's like, when you get an adult and you work hard, you become the boss. That's great. But right now, I am fucked up in this wheelchair with a broken arm. You're not telling me how to go back to school and handle this person that has put me in this wheelchair.
So she went into adulthood. She went into adulthood with the child's mind frame of, well, I'm going to bully people first.
I'm going to get them before they get me.
Get them before they get me. So which led to her being like fucking, what was it? It was Horrible
Mean.
Boss. Is that the name of that movie? Just a horrible boss. She was mean to everybody. Everybody.
She roasted the this dude. What she said? She was like, what was his idea? He had an idea. I forgot the idea. But like, she was like, "This is a mistake. How you were born and your parents thought it was a mistake." I'm like, "Dang."
Oh yeah, she was wild. She was poking people in the head and stuff like that. I was like, "What the hell?"
Tapping on them like that. This is employee abuse. Like,
Yes,
what's
it
going
is.
on here?
And her assistant, played by Issa Rae. Issa,
Shouts.
love Issa. She funny as I think Issa's funny as hell.
She
And
is.
that's the homegirl. Like, I mean, we don't know her, but we know her. Like, she's the homegirl. She don't know she's our homegirl yet.
Yeah, she don't know. That's cousin.
Yeah. Yes, cousin Issa. Cousin Issa, definitely. Big shout out to Issa. We still love you, but I did hear that Insecure is taking a break for a year. But I did hear that she's just focusing on bigger things, which is good. No, go get your money, go do your thing. But we're gonna miss it, Insecure. I mean, we're gonna miss that.
Go get your money, go do your thing is the proper way to be like, yay. But I am hella disappointed. I am so upset. I am sad, Issa.
Yeah, but
So hopefully that comes on,
hopefully
next
we get
year.
it
Yeah.
soon. Maybe, hopefully, with it taking a break, maybe it'll come on at a different part of the year. Maybe we don't have to wait until next summer to get it. Maybe it'll come out like,
And maybe it'd be longer.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we definitely HBO give her some hour-long episodes. That's what I was saying too. Like, they're only 30-minute episodes, man. How much time and energy it take? I don't know.
Probably
their
a lot.
I don't know their lives. I don't know their lives and their schedules. But yeah, so Issa played the assistant, which of course she got treated crazy, and then at some point, some kid wishes that
She'll be
that
little.
Regina Hall's character would be little, and then she turned back into herself that she was in middle school, and she was pretty much, it's. And then we say it's spoiler alerts, but it's pretty much, we all knew what was going to happen at the end of the movie, right? Like, she was going to have to learn how to be a better person, and that was going to get her back to being an adult.
She was all having fun on the stage while she was all
Yeah.
teaching the other kids. So like, she was all like, "No, that's," she was like, "No, that's social suicide." I'm like, wow. And then she was all like, "Don't go on the stage because you guys are gonna get embarrassed like she did when you got."
They were having a talent show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she told the kids that she ended up going back to school with that they shouldn't do it because they'll end up like her, basically.
Of
So
her experience. But I mean, that's the gist of basically the movie. But the movie was very good. So, BruhItzMeh, how do you deal with bullying or your friends being bullied? Because you don't really get bullied. But
are you sure you don't get bullied? Do you tell us the truth about bullying?
Yeah.
What do you think about bullying?
What do you think bullying is? Like,
What do you mean?
what if somebody was bullying you? What would they be doing to you?
Probably trying to roast me or something like that. Because like usually when like somebody's bullying somebody, they don't like push you down or anything. They usually just like do like random comments and everything.
Or they talk about you, say stuff.
They just talk about you behind your back, and
So
like
nobody makes you feel bad about yourself or nothing like that. And
no, not really. I don't really get messed with. There was like one time I got messed with, and like they didn't mess with me again.
why? What'd you do to them? You beat their ass? Did
well,
you
No.
smack that ass?
I love when Bow Wow said that. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
No, I started. I started to roast them,
you got him.
and then they all, their group was all, "Oh yeah." Then, I don't really get bullied much, but like some of my friends do, and usually they don't like stand up for themselves, and I can't just like sometimes I just can't do anything. I can't watch the
bullying happen.
set. Yeah, like sometimes in movies and stuff, they'll like just stand there and just watch them
Just
get
let it happen,
bullied.
yeah.
I'm like, no, why would you like?
So you be standing up for your friends?
Yeah, I'll be standing up for them, but like they have to like say most of the words. But
Yeah,
I'll be standing up with them.
But you stand. You stand with them. You saying you like to stand with them, not for them.
Yeah,
So you want them to be like, no, I'm not gonna fight your fight for you. I'm gonna have your back so that you can feel comfortable fighting Your fight.
Like I like lead them to stand up for themselves and everything. But no, I don't really get bullied. But like
That's good.
That's good.
But like usually when they're over here bullying you, like what's the purpose of you just bullying me?
You know
Because
they
feel
say.
bad about themselves.
You know they say if you don't get bullied, it's because you're the bully.
That's not true.
They say that.
I'm the
This is-
bully. I'm the
They
bully
are
dad.
wrong.
This is what
I'm
they
the
say.
bully.
So you either are the bullier or the bullyee.
bullied. You're either the
So you
bullied.
can't just be chilling
I
to
can't.
yourself.
That's what they say.
So,
I'm not, you know.
Well,
I don't know.
you don't get bullied. You're the bully. What?
Do you bully anybody?
No, I don't.
I would hope not.
Because I'd be wondering sometimes if
Being
Leah's like
double
part of the mean girls,
No.
like the popular, because she's popular. A lot of times the popular people are, you know.
Yeah, Aaliyah is she's definitely one of those people where if there's somebody's picking on someone else, she's gonna step in and she's gonna step in and do something to help them, help rectify them, help stand up for them. And that's one thing she had to learn, is that you can't fight someone else's battles for them, which I'm really glad to hear that she's learning that I'll stand with you, but I can't fight for you. Because, for example, if you're not there and, like, for example, we know a little boy, friend of the family, that was getting bullied. And his mom, we don't need to say no names, but his mom wanted our nephews to fight for them. Oh, well, what did they say in defense of him? It's like, no. And my nephew did say something to the bully that was messing with him. But then when my nephew wasn't around, then the boy kept messing with him. But when my nephew was around, he wouldn't mess with him.
Oh, I remember.
But
I remember.
yet, the boy would never say anything in his own defense. He never told him stop. He never told him leave me alone. He never told him, that, you ain't gonna be messing with me. But yet the little boy grow balls when he talking to my nephews and, and stuff like that. And BruhItzMeh was basically like, well, I wish I was on that bus because I tell the boy to leave him alone. My thing is, once your bigger, taller boy cousins have already stood up and said, you don't need to be messing with dude. So you don't really need to get involved because the boy already knows what's up. And also, the boy that's getting bullied, he needs to find his mouthpiece. If not, they're just going to mess with him like they're doing when my nephew's not around.
Right.
And that's one lesson that we try to teach, but it's meant that you cannot just fight for other people. You can't fight their battles. You can't fight for them, because all that does for real is get you in trouble. And you
don't really help the person in the long run.
Right, because if they get into something else with somebody else, they gonna come to you and be like, oh, such and such messing with me. I ain't your bodyguard. Like, I agree with, if it's your cousins or your friends, you can say something on their behalf. No, don't talk to her like that. No,
Don't talk about her like that.
Don't be talking about her if she's not there to defend herself.
Yeah.
Or him or her. Or, you say something like, you don't disrespect this man or don't disrespect this woman. So I get that. But you're not going to be like, oh, you gonna say that? Okay, so then what's up then? And every time the bully goes for the other person, you jump in. No, it's not your fight. You got to encourage your friend or whoever to... You got to stand up for yourself, because they going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's about to be Cousin City, and because like I'm
you ready to give up all your popularity to go to another school? Anybody gonna know you? They're like, oh, it's the new girl.
Well, I was at that school. What do you say? School?
Yeah, but nobody remember you from way back then.
But
she looked at you like, bruh.
Like, please, everybody remember me. Like, this is
what's my name?
This is long term memory.
Last time,
my name is BruhItzMeh. They know.
Yeah. Last time it was like I was in like, it was like
second.
Last.
It was first grade.
Year.
Matter of fact.
It was first grade through third grade where I was in that school, and
was it through third grade?
Third grade, we went to fourth grade.
That's the one with the black teacher, right?
Mr. Stinger.
That with the black principal, I meant.
Yeah, Miss Pitts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm childish. I'm childish, Miss Pitts.
We had Miss Lime, Miss Pitts, Miss Haynes. Oh my gosh, Miss Haynes.
Okay, so you went to school, first to third.
What do you call it? I see my cousins' school pictures, like the group school pictures, and I can recognize some of the people,
Some of the students?
some of the students and everything. And my cousin, that like just because like me and my other cousin weren't at that school, but my other cousins were at that school, and so then
It's about to be 6 of them in the same school.
Yeah, all
And
of the
then
cousins pretty much.
and then my other
Who's
cousin
missing?
went to
Why is it not 8?
and
Oh, it's about to be 7.
It's about to be 8, ain't it?
No, because the little one that's with L Boogie, she ain't going to school yet. She goes to school next year. Year after.
she's 3.
She's a year younger than Leary? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they was the same age.
She's 4 right now.
Boogie's she'll turn 5 this year, and I think Beans just turned 4.
Who's
So
Beans?
the little cousin that's not going to school yet, but she won't be 5 until what, January?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like
Yeah, that makes sense,
her
yeah.
birthday already passed, and she's like 4.
So she gonna be a year
and
behind?
Louis about to be 5. So
Okay.
yeah, so she's not in school yet,
I thought they was going to go to school together. That sucks.
but like it's about to be cousin. Be
Yeah,
like,
y'all about to be
So it'll
cousin
be
up there.
7
Y'all
of
going to be
them.
cutting up. We'll see. We're
Let's
going to be
hope
monitoring
not.
those grades.
We sure will.
We'll be monitoring those grades.
But yeah, I mean, just because they know you, though, they know you from 3rd grade. So, what if you come there and they try to start bullying you and start talking about you? And what if you can't make friends as fast? You gonna still be good?
She said she don't care about her friends because her
I'd be
odds,
good.
her odds of getting in the same class of one of her cousins is a lot better.
Yeah.
Because she
remember
got
last
2
time where
there.
I was in the same classroom as my cousin, and I was like, don't.
I'm trying to remember how that year was. Was
Zi-
it good? Was it bad?
Mm-hmm.
It was all right, right?
That was
She had
kindergarten.
a lot of your honor roll. They was competitive.
Did they have the teacher? Or that was one year that,
That was
Leah
the-
had
I
Leah
never
had
had
the
a
lack.
black teacher.
Okay, Leah had the lacking the.
Miss Haynes.
She had the soft teacher, and then the cousin had the.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
remember
think,
that?
I don't think we had a.
Because we was
black
like, damn,
teacher.
wish we wanted. No, you didn't have one, but we was like, damn, we wish she was in that class because that lady didn't play.
Yeah,
She's
she
an older
didn't.
black lady.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember
And
that.
what
That
class-
wasn't the last year. I think that was in what,
No, I want the
second
last
grade?
year.
What do
Yeah.
you call it? In 1st grade, it was like it was pretty fun, but it's not as fun as kindergarten. So like 1st grade is when like we started to do the lockdowns, and the announcements thing was all like, oh, it's a lockdown, everybody. We all, oh yay, it's lockdown. Oh, what's a lockdown? We're over here, it's sitting in the dark, corner.
Why do
This
you
is
have
fun.
lockdowns?
We have a lockdown because there might be what do you call it? Like a stranger or some random person that's trying to come and get us on campus. So we have to,
Get you like what?
huh?
Try to come get you like what?
Like either like try to kill you or kidnap you or something. It's like a bad person. And if it's on campus, everybody needs to lock their doors, turn off the lights, and everybody sits in the corner. We have to push in our chairs and clear our desk and everything, because like we can't be like have like a whole bunch of notebooks and everything on our desk. I'm like, so like we'll be
I
in the
guess that's
corner.
kind of smart.
We'll be.
I was thinking about it. I was like, why does that matter? But I guess it's kind of
We'll
smart.
literally just, like all in our backpacks. Little backpacks will be messy. We like because like last time in 1st grade, she was all like telling us to like clear off our desk, put our backpacks with us, and we're like over there. So like they wanted to see like the backpacks on like our chair, and we'll be in the corner. And for some reason, our teacher in 1st grade would step out, come back in, and then step out again. Like she wasn't even in with us like the whole time in 1st grade. In the
You say
lockdown.
like a lot.
And when the lockdown, sorry, I'm trying not to say like, and
Poor baby, you messed the story up.
No, because I was following the story, but every other word and like, and I'm just like,
That's
Like-
pretty.
like-
That's pretty dope that they that they do that with the lockdown because it seems like they're doing it like to.
You never had a lockdown?
Yeah, well, we didn't make it seem as though
We weren't there.
like they're making it seem as though nobody's in that classroom.
But
So
we
like
didn't-
so like when if somebody's messing around, they look, the lights are off, the chairs are all pushed in, there's no book bags or books on the tables. They're like, oh, nobody's in this class. They must be somewhere else.
Yeah, because
that's dope.
once the thing says lockdown, all of us know. Even though I was new, I had like I had like a few friends. They're all like, once it said lockdown, they're like, oh, clear your desk and get your backpack and put it outside of the classroom where we are. And so we did that, but for some reason the teacher and like we were over here pushing our backpacks on the side, and that we were all pushed into a side, and we were all crunched up in a corner and everything. And first grade teacher stepped in, like we were alone like the whole time. And then once the thing was over, she walked back in. And we were all like, "Where'd you go?" And she didn't say anything, but like, oh, that's
So disrespectful.
my voice got deep. So yeah, the lockdowns are pretty tense and everything. Like,
Of course,
Well,
you
like-
got to make sure that you do everything right because it could mean it's a life or death situation. That's like,
Yeah.
that letter that we received not too long ago about the little predator perpetrator dude trying to sexually assault a child. It's a difference between life or death. It's the difference between living and dying. It's the difference between someone being able to get into your classroom or try to get into your classroom versus, they're not there, so let me go ahead and move on.
once I got,
Listen, if
One-
something happened at your school and y'all go to lockdown, I don't care what your teacher say, you call or text us and let us know that something's happening at your school.
what I got, I think I'll
Yeah,
get
am I on the ledge alone with that one or no?
If it's a true lockdown, if it's a true, I would say make sure that your phone is on silent because the last thing you would want to do is I would make sure that your phone is on silent and make sure that the light on your phone is dim. And, if it's a true lockdown, not if it's a practice one, but if it's a true lockdown, then you don't want your phone to go off when we text you back. To let the murderer or somebody know. But no, I agree. If it's a true lockdown, hell yeah, you let me know what's going on. You be like, oh my gosh, this is not a drill. Something is going on. Because sometimes, to be honest, these schools don't let you know until the end of the day, and they send you a damn letter. Oh yeah, your
They
kid
really
was almost
won't.
kidnapped. What?
What do you call it? The paper that you guys got like before we went on break. So like Thursday, Thursday they got like a paper home, and a sexual harassment thing, and but like that happened about like a week ago. It said the date where it got printed out and everything, but like that was like a week ago. That's what Mr. Delphiny, my teacher, said. He was like, "Oh, this was like a week ago." We're like, "When did this happen?" And he was like, "A week ago." Why didn't you like give us on the day or something? But like I don't know. But they'd be like passing out papers very late, like.
And that's why we are saying that, in that case, if it is a true emergency, if it is a true lockdown situation where they just like, this is not a drill, of course you listen to the teacher, you do what you need to do, but you also keep us informed. You keep your phone on silent, you keep the light as dim as you can get it, but you definitely let us know what's going on. Keep us informed, because that is no joke. People go up in there and crazy and shoot up the schools and set schools on fire and all that massacre and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They don't play.
There was
Should've
this
been bad.
one. There was this one time where it was picture day. It was in my old school where I'm moving back. And it was picture day, and we were outside. Oh my gosh, they had to interrupt the picture day for over here a fire drill. We see, what do you call it? Ambulance coming. They're all coming. I'm like, what's happening? We were out there for like an hour. And then suddenly she was like, okay, you guys can go back in the class. Yeah, silently. We're over here sitting down on the grass.
So did they say what was wrong?
No, they never said what was wrong, but like we were over here asking questions. And they're like, I don't know. But like everybody was like out of the building, and we saw like the fire department, and then we went back to the picture day, but we never knew what happened that day.
Yeah. So just make sure you do what you're asked to do. You follow the rules because those rules are in place to keep you safe. But you also have a phone to keep us, informed on what's going on. So,
And just, I think we should also, since, the sense of the topic of the show, I think we should re-go over the procedure of how to deal with somebody that's bullying.
kick their motherfucking ass.
Wait, what?
Oh, but that's not the first.
No.
It's not the first.
Well, can I say the steps?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So, let's say that the bully is pushing you down. Push you down once. Okay, stop. Push down another time.
With a stop.
Stop. You're like, stop pushing me. No.
You tell.
You
So someone pushes you down. You tell the person to stop.
pushing me and just like quit it. Stop pushing me. If they do it again,
No. You tell the person stop pushing you. Then you go and you
And
let
tell
the
the
teacher
teacher.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the second time is that when you touch it.
No, because you gotta have a paper trail. Because when you commence to whooping their ass, I told you that they was putting their hands on me.
Big facts.
Okay, so
That'll be your protection and ours. We can fight, help you fight any battle of you getting in trouble from if you follow our rules.
okay. So let's So pushing you down, they pushed you down. You say stop, and you go tell the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So then, if the teacher does something,
hold
then
on.
okay. the
I'm
teacher
sorry to interrupt. I thought we did say the second time.
Yeah, it was the second time.
I thought we said that somebody push you down, you try to handle it on your own. You say, hey, stop pushing me down. If they don't listen to you, then you tell the teacher that person's bothering you. And
That's what you said. You said
I mean, I can definitely see us saying that. I mean, but it's always a paper trail. So depending on the severity, I would say if it's just something where somebody's throwing something at you, or they're doing it physically, so you get hit by a spitball, you like stop, or it depends on the severity. But I would say if you feel comfortable with just being like stop if someone pushed you on the ground, which I don't like that.
yeah, it's kind of a discretion thing. So you use it at your own discretion. If you feel like you can tell that person to stop doing it and they'll stop and listen to what you're saying, then yeah. But if you feel like that person won't stop, or you don't feel comfortable with saying stop to that person, then you talk to the teacher.
Yeah.
But
So you can do it with the first one, tell them stop. The second time, then you go to the teacher.
Because what you need to be telling the teacher for is that to cover yourself. So you letting the teacher know, hey, this person's bothering me. You don't have to say this exactly, but this person's bothering me. If you don't do something about it, I'm gonna do something about it.
And you don't want me to do something about it.
So that's why you're telling the teacher. So go ahead.
okay. So okay,
The second
we gave
time?
them 2 chances. We go and tell the teacher. Teacher doesn't do anything. Okay.
Third time.
They push me down the third time. We throw in hands, and she's over here like, both of you guys get like a step forward. Over here, third time, blah blah. And she's all like, step forward, but well, for both of you guys, you didn't do anything.
What's step 4?
Step four
for
is
people
when
that
you
don't know.
go, you get sent to the office, and you're supposed to call your parents, and your parents are supposed to come up to the school and have a little conference with the parents. If they do not come that day, the next day you're going to have to be in the office until your parents do a little conference with the teacher.
So basically, your school has steps, and choosing step 1, step 2, step 3 is just basically like the color system. Whether you have a green day, which is good, yellow day, which is needs to work, red day, which is they was bad as shit, and then so that's what step is. So they choose step 1.
Step 1 is sitting down facing the wall. Step
like
2,
a timeout.
Step 2 is standing up and facing the wall.
So a timeout.
Step 3, you have to go across the room where like the paper thing is, and you're supposed to read the school rule. And you're supposed to read it until if you go to step 4, you have to do a little the parents have to come up. You have to call your parents. Parents have to come up to the school, have a little conference with the teacher. Step 5 is, what was it called? Expended or suspended?
Suspended.
Suspended. And then when we get to step 6,
Look at
bro,
that
you
baby. I
out
don't
of
even know what
here.
it's called. I definitely knew what suspended was by
I
seventh
thought your
grade.
badass did know what suspended was.
I say nothing.
Bad as shit. See, I'm so glad that the
It's not bad
kids.
as shit.
You mean when you went to school?
Don't be an asshole.
All I'm saying is
They
that
staring
I'm
across the
glad
room.
that Aaliyah's getting my sense of schooling because, I wasn't that kid. I, went to class.
But she still got my sense too. She got my popularity.
What you trying to say? I want popular. I knew motherfuckers. What you trying to say?
I said
That's
she got
how
my
rumors get
popularity.
started. Okay.
You weren't a social butterfly till you finished high school. Everybody
I'm
knew
still
you.
not a social
Everybody
butterfly.
knew you, but
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say that I wasn't popular. Everybody knew who I was. So when I'm walking toward my class, hello, hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
What up? But I got something to do. I ain't come here to socialize. I ain't come here to look pretty. I came here to learn.
Bro, when I'm over here getting off the bus and going down the hallway and everything, bro, like I'll get off all by myself and then suddenly there's like a whole line. There's like a whole line of like people over here separate because like there's like this one hallway where our friends are, where like the friends are, and there's like one in the beginning of the hall, at the end of the hall, another one that's across from the end of the hall, and one that's across from the beginning. And we'd just be separate. We'd just go our own way. And then like that's like before class. But like once we're in class, we're all spread it out and everything. Cause
Yeah.
we go Mr. D be like having some like hiccups during like the years and everything, but like
Anyway,
he'll have some kind of like hiccups and everything, but he does know who's friends and who's not, and he knows like where to put everybody. Maybe he has like some kind of struggles and everything because we are friends in the classroom, and he'll probably have like struggles. He'll probably have struggles to like put us somewhere, but he'll find a way. And then people over here across the room. Oh no, you across the room. Like
I don't understand.
I was about to say, I honestly don't know where we just went with that. But we're basically happy that you don't know what suspension means.
I never got that far.
But yeah,
And
like
let's hope that you never do.
yeah, like I was saying, we back you up as long as you follow those steps, as long as you cover yourself.
As long as you attempted to tell the teacher and let them know that someone is bothering you, that they're physically putting their hands on you, because that's what you ain't nobody's punching bag. Because you're frustrated or you're upset, you don't put your hands on me. I don't give a fuck what's going on in your life. I am not the one that you need to put your hands on with, and I'm not standing for that shit. So if you call me and then they be like, oh, well, your daughter was fighting. Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure. Then if they tell me that, if I'm going to ask, did she tell somebody? Yes. Did y'all do something to the little bastard that was putting their hands on my kid? No? Okay, well, then they got fucked up.
Yep.
We're like,
That's right.
but like,
Fuck that.
Mom, what was your first fight?
I only had one fight in school.
Wasn't that when you blacked out and you saw the teacher on the ground and the girl was like,
Okay,
crying?
hold on. This is how rumors get started. No, the teacher just won't.
up too? You beat
No.
the teacher up too?
Your
No.
face when you said,
She a G.
No, I did not beat the teacher up. I only had one altercation in school because, like I said, I didn't come to school to fight
Did you
and
do
to get
steps?
suspended. Did I do steps when I got in a fight?
No, like before you got in the fight, did you do the steps? Hit me, tell the teacher.
Nah.
Nah, fam. We didn't need
Nah.
those steps back then.
Back
It was,
then,
it was a
what's
hard
now?
knock life.
It was a hard knock life.
Nah,
Real
your mom ain't had no
thug-ass
hard
daddy.
knock life.
It wasn't a hard knock life for me. I'm a country girl.
What about you, Dad? What was your first fight?
I only had first fight.
I was younger than you.
Fights.
Oh, really?
He's
Yeah,
over
'cause
here
I only got
fighting
in,
at
I
like
only got
year
in
1.
one fight, and that I got suspended
Dad's over
for.
here 20. And 20 fights. Nah.
20-0. No, I'm playing.
Huh?
Yeah, so no, but it's good that you know the steps, and those steps pretty much, like I said, are to cover yourself so that we can when we come up there to do something, we already know. I'm pretty sure my daughter said something. But at the end of the day, also, it could be, what was there, like 4 rules right there, 4 steps right there. All steps get negated once somebody really put their hands on you.
Yeah. So if on step 1, if someone come up to you and just bang and just punch you in the face, fuck them damn
Fuck
steps.
steps,
You
yes.
done fucked up right now. You
Bro,
don't just.
You see the list? They over here hit you like you over here see stars, bro. Skip all those. Skip the 2 ones and just be like a bow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If someone come up to you and smack the shit out of you, you won't be
wanna
doing
go?
that. Or
Wanna
if someone
go?
spits in your face,
Hell yeah.
nah.
Skip those 2 steps.
That's
We
why I
are
call
going
you
to
nigga.
top notch.
I don't know. I mean, nigga, it's just like
Nigger, not nigga.
I don't know. Those are still words. So you can adhere to the steps. If someone was like,
Spit in your face, that's
"You
crazy.
a nigger bitch,"
That's wild.
okay, that's disrespectful.
What if somebody spit in your face, smack you, and punch the shit out you, and call you a nigger bitch?
Let's go, bro.
What if we said that?
Boys.
If we said that
Let's
one
go,
punch
boys.
is gonna be an ass whooping, one slap gonna be an ass whooping, one spit gonna be an ass, what you think gonna happen? But if it was just like, BruhItzMeh, you nigger asshole, then you still adhere to the steps.
I am happy that our children don't have to grow up in the place we grew up in, because I'm pretty sure it's still like that.
Mom.
Like,
Hey, you're gonna
you
be
know
a
what I'm saying?
nigga wherever you go though.
I mean, but it was different back home. Like, these people, a lot of these people didn't deal with it like we dealt with it back
I
home.
don't know. The first time I got called a nigga was out here. I ain't never get called a nigga back at home.
And you stayed in Winter, man?
Yeah, I stayed in Winter. We stayed in the
I
country.
definitely did.
But no, I mean, I didn't. The very first time I got called a nigga, I was here in Arizona by a little white boy. I had never been called a nigga before in my life until that point.
What do you call it? For some reason, this little fight thing. For some reason, I thought of when Thor threw the axe in Thanos'
I will
heart.
punch you in the nose.
Sorry, in Thanos'
What?
heart. She's telling me speaking to the mic.
I told her to speak to the mic, and she gave me a look. See?
Oh, I saw the look. I didn't see what it was for, so I was like, what?
And like how he got the chest, and he was like, "I told you I'll get you for that." And before he over here says, "You should have gone for the head," I would have been like, "Be quiet."
What are you talking about?
How did you get there?
I don't know.
We're talking about something.
I don't know.
Again, I was like, what are we talking about right now?
Okay, so we do need to be transitioning anyway. So I was thinking that we could do something we love the most about this weekend on Leaving with Love.
Okay.
The Lent was over.
Something we loved about each other this weekend? Or
No, just a thing that happened this weekend that we loved the most. I would say
The Lent was over.
the glow in the dark.
No, that was
Egg
really
party.
pretty. Nobody got bit that day because
by
like
mosquitoes.
yeah, because like at first we before we even got out there, she Auntie Sean she all sprayed in her hands little protection things so we won't get bit
Yeah, the
by
Osprey.
mosquitoes.
Well, I will say that I'm still gonna leave with love because.
Oh, I
You
mean
know.
that was Leaving with Love, but you're saying
But
you
you're
wanna do
saying
it
leave
the
with
traditional.
love of what we did. I mean, we can incorporate that. That's fine. But I mean, I have something because
Go ahead.
of yesterday. Because I have anxiety, my mind tends to sprint, and it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's definitely it has its moments where my anxiety is bad. And I spent a lot of time doing these kids' hair yesterday. Total of about 6 hours straight doing both heads, and my arms were hurting by the middle of the night, and it just triggered my anxiety. And if anybody knows or has anxiety, it's the devil for real. Like your mind takes off, and every bad, unlogical thought that could enter your mind enters, and then it spreads like wildfire, and it just sprints, and you're trying to keep up with it. It makes you hyperventilate. It makes you cry. It makes you do a lot of things, and everybody's anxiety is different. But I had an anxiety attack triggered off by my arms. They were both arms from the elbow down. Like my hands were swelling and my elbows were just in pain. And that triggered my anxiety, and I had to end up waking Verse up in the middle of the night, and it was just really bad. And my leaving with love would be that I appreciate that you were there for me. He got me the medicine, like some ibuprofen for my arms, and he put on ocean sounds, which I loved. I didn't know why he was doing it, because I didn't think to do that or would think to do that. But, he put on ocean sounds, and, of course I had to pray that, the Lord would help slow down my mind. But, once Verse gave me the ibuprofen, and the Lord calmed my thoughts, and, and we kind of, I'm sorry, I lost everything just now, but I just slowed down, and I sat on the couch and I listened to the ocean sounds and just kind of mellowed out. Then I was cool. So I appreciate you thinking quick on your feet and being there and listening and just doing what I needed you to do, because yesterday was bad, and you stepped in and you were there for me. So I appreciate that.
Thank you. I love that too. I love that I love that what you said as far as that, because I was really nervous when all of that was happening. Like, I was nervous.
Because at one point in time you tried to tough love me, and I just kind of looked at you, because you was just like, well, stop thinking about it. And I just was looking at you like, what the fuck? Yes, if that was the only thing I needed to do. But then you kind of stopped and was like, okay, that's not going to work. Mm-hmm. And then, you was like, well, think about this, think about that. And it's just like, because my arms were physically hurting, they were in so much pain. And it just it was like a bouncing effect. It was like the arms hurt, so it made my mind think of something else, which made my, I'm moving around, so it's making my arms hurt. It was just like back and forth, back and forth. And so once you realize that, that wasn't working, you quickly tried something else. It wasn't like, oh, well, you just need to calm down and stay still and do this. It's like, okay, you saw that this is obviously not working.
Yeah, no, so. I peeped it and I realized that it was your arms that was messing you, because I felt like when I was talking to you and telling you, hey, think about the beach, hey, think about crab legs, stuff, I felt like
for the first time, think about penises? Like, what? I was like,
I was messing with you. I was just trying to make you laugh. So, so I could see that when I was saying this, it was kind of helping. But then once you got loose and it was like I wasn't giving you more things to constantly think of, it went back to your arms hurting. Or you did something, you lifted your arms, and I could tell that it triggered you to start back up. So that's why I was like, you know what? I need to attack the main problem, which is getting your arms to stop hurting. So I was like, all right, well, let me do this. And then boom. And I was like, honestly, I bet even before the drugs actually kick in all the way, it'll probably start helping, because mentally you're like, okay, I just took this, and I'm going to start feeling better soon. So I'm not sure. I can see your logic, definitely. It's just that, it's definitely a mind thing. Your mind is stronger than people think. Like, your mind controls everything. And your mind is very tricky when it starts to play tricks on you, when it starts to tell you. And the funny part about it is, it's like you logically know that what you're thinking isn't logical. Like, I keep saying that it's a part of your mind that tells you that the other part of your mind is full of shit. But that part that's full of shit is going, and it's going. And like the other side of your mind is just like, your arms only hurt because you did a lot of work with the kid's hair yesterday, and you were in one position for a long time, and you're doing this. That's the only reason. All you need to do is take the medicine. You'll be fine. That's what one side of your mind is thinking, but then the other side is like, no, you're gonna be paralyzed, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that, and it's just coming at you so quick that you can't keep up, and it's just a lot. And anyone with anxiety will know. And like anxiety, depression, and all that stuff is like, it's not a game. It's very real. And I know back in the day they'd be like, oh, that's all in your head. Like, it's not. Like, that right. Shit's crazy. It is all in your head, but it's a very real thing.
Yes, it's very real. So I that's my leaving with love. I just really, really appreciate you being there for me in that aspect, because I honestly, if you were not there, like if you were somewhere else at night, I don't know what I would. I've never had an anxiety attack that bad before.
Well, I'm glad I was
gosh.
there, and I want to say that I love the fact that you guys made me an Easter basket. That was the first time that I've ever gotten an Easter basket on Easter. I usually make everyone's Easter basket, and I must say that I expected disappointment and a little upsetness by the fact that I did not come through with the Easter baskets this year. But you guys were really understanding about the Easter basket thing.
Considering the fact that we got you an Easter basket and we mainly were like, well, you never get one, you always make one for us. And because we had already did the Easter egg hunt the following, 2 days prior. And I knew that we would probably end up doing something with the kids anyway. So, yeah, you get a pass. But next year, I'm going to need my basket, bro.
You might get your basket later this year.
Dad got a dog bunny.
You might get a makeup.
Dog.
You might get a makeup basket.
But you did. But I am going to Lane Bryant.
Give it to me.
Her and Lane Bryant. She'll go in there and she'll like walk out with like 10 deals that they have.
I'm telling you, like, Lane Bryant is a motherfucker, though, for real. Because you come up in there, right, and they be nice as hell. They so nice and so greeting. They make, hi, they make you feel beautiful as soon as you walk through the goddamn door. And then they be giving you some bomb-ass deals. Like, they be like, oh, you get 15 draws for $1. It's really not that. It's like, it could be like 10 for 35 or something like that. But it's still a whole bunch of draws for, a reasonable price. And then they be like, oh, yeah, we got bras. And they just, they just let you know about the deals. And then on top of that, when you be like, okay, I only came here to get a bra. Oh, no. And then you come up in.
Mom like walks out like 5
draws.
Stuff.
Okay. All right. Then you go to the register. They be like, oh, well, because you're so great, the next time you come in, you get saved 20%. You motherfucker. So now I gotta come back and give my 20%. Like, they just so fucking nice. I just be like, y'all are so nice and greeting, and you just make me want to come back.
Why are you saying this as if you're saying something bad?
Because they're so goddamn nice. They're just and then make me, because I don't like spending money. And I'm like, y'all are so welcoming and wonderful that I gotta come back in this bitch and be feeling good and buy more stuff.
They'll like pop out.
Great job.
They'll like pop out of. They'll like pop out of nowhere and they'll be like, oh, you get this something % off. Like,
we'll go check our clearance rack.
We'll walk in there and me and Leary or just me, BruhItzMeh.
They know who you are.
We'll just like walk in there and suddenly like 5 other people are telling Mom what kind of deals she can get off. And like everywhere she turns, there's like somebody, oh, % off, oh, this % off.
But it's not like they're being pushy. Like, they're really nice, and they're there to help you. I've never run into a rude Lane Bryant employee. And I've been to different stores, and they're all so fucking nice. It's so welcoming, and they make you feel beautiful. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just came in here to get my damn bra so I can go the fuck home. No, I'm needing a bra and drawers and shirts for good fucking deal.
Versus faces all like, bruh, they're being nice.
They are, but All right, BruhItzMeh, what is your best part of the weekend, or you're leaving with love? You got a choice.
I'm just gonna say the best part.
Okay. You can't go in and out because they'll hear that. You gotta stay by the mic.
Okay, so I think my favorite my favorite part of the weekend was the glow in the dark, because
the Easter egg hunt.
Because like when we got there, we were hyper.
Man, L Boogie was gone. Like, she had her little glow in the dark. She was not playing. She had a huge bag.
She had a huge because like we had plastic bags and you could just hear her.
And she had glows everywhere. And you could see her. When they said ready, set, go, she was gone. She was the little legs. She was like a little streak of light. I was like, dang. She was not playing with her eggs. She found one of the big eggs and she was for it.
We were and then like the bigger ones, because like it was like little ones, the biggest ones, and like we're all pushing each other. Huh?
The biggest what?
The biggest person.
Oh, the biggest person. Okay, you gotta be specific.
Smallest to like the biggest person, and I'm in the middle. So, and then like, and we were all racing, and we were pushing each other. Rico and King over here fell on top of each other.
So y'all was just fighting over the eggs.
Dude, there was like a
Which was so
1,000
funny
eggs.
because y'all are the older kids and y'all fighting over the eggs, but all the little kids, they spread out.
They can go get the big eggs. Like we
Yeah,
have to
but-
get as much little eggs. Okay.
But they dusted y'all out because they came back with some eggs, while the other cousins, one in particular, did not have very many at all.
Empty eggs.
She had like 3.
And she got mugged by her brother and her other brother. She was
For the 3 that she had.
I was
poor
helping
thing.
her. I was helping her because like I had like a huge like
Bruh,
a lot
thank you.
a lot of eggs in my basket. My plastic bag.
Don't talk trash about that plastic bag
Talking
because we
trash.
was in the store and Brother Smith was like, "You gonna get us a bucket to put it in?" No. Back in our day, we had our little plastic bags and we was just fine.
But
with
we're doing
it.
a glow in the dark little. This is
Okay, and your bag works nicely. You be fine. You better get that. You put it up in there. You put little eggs in it. It worked the same way. I'm
So-
sorry, but that was our. Are we over time?
Oh, we overtime, but I'm
Okay,
I'm
you
just
was
listening to you
so
guys.
we were all so King was she was
Go ahead.
she had like 6 in there while everybody over
6
here
eggs in her basket. Or her bag.
little eggs. They were just like there's little eggs, and she's all. Well, everybody got a lot.
I don't understand why she. What was she doing? Y'all should have had a strategy like the little kids because
What was she, like,
El
pacing?
Boogie and the other little one and her brother, they went out and they was like, okay, they was running. If they saw a whole bunch of people over here, they was like, okay, I'm not going over there by the crowd. I'm gonna go over here. Like they racked
That's
up.
what I did. But like after I was like done, I was like, how's everybody else doing? And I looked over to King because King was she
Just keep going.
she was like right next to me, and I was like, how much do you have in bag? 6. And I hid my bag. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
It was nice
And
of you
then-
to help her find more and to give her some out of your bag.
And I was all helping her and everything. Over here gets like the same amount as me. Now, drops her bag. Brothers come in and mugs her. Both of them take 6 eggs and just gone. She's back with her 6 eggs. That was in her basket before I helped her. She's all chasing after both of them. Give me back my eggs. And one of the brothers did give him back, and then she almost had to choke the other one out. Give him back.
Y'all was violent. I don't know. I must
She
have
was
been all involved with the little kids because I ain't seen none of that happen.
Yeah.
Who's
I
like-
saw her drop the back eggs. I didn't know they took any.
We call Nana over here fighting everybody for the eggs because like me and King, because I was helping she out for
Her?
her out for the eggs, and I thought I saw the eggs, but it was all broken and everything. Nana over here pushes both out of the way, looks at the egg, and like, oh, they're broken. Just pushed it out the way.
Wow. So that was your
She looked at
favorite.
us.
So that was your favorite part of the weekend.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it was good.
My favorite part too.
It was my favorite part too. I also enjoyed
The movie.
the movie.
I enjoyed the movie too.
And then we had
Yes.
confetti today.
That was
So
crazy.
we had confetti
I didn't enjoy
eggs.
that
Oh my
much. I
gosh.
didn't enjoy that much.
I didn't mind the confetti.
It was
I
alright.
just had confetti
hurt.
in a lot of different places. So by the time I took this bra off, it was a whole little confetti.
It was like 5 eggs in
I like
Stuff.
the sound of that. I'd be feeling. I
So
feel like
inappropriate.
confetti. I feel like confetti should come out of somewhere whenever you take your bra off. It is a celebration.
Unfortunately, Dad wasn't there. He was at the car.
Every time them things come out, just
All right. Well,
hey.
thank you all for coming
Nope.
over.
Nope.
And
Nope.
we are wrapping
not.
up the show. But we're going to have some special guests coming soon and our collab.
Yep. Yeah. Look out for guests. We're gonna have more couples on coming up soon, talking about some marriage stuff. Of course, we just playing a filler game right now.
How your mouth is.
All right. Well, thank you very much to our special guest. El Boogie and went to sleep on us.
Yeah, she went to sleep.
It was like
And
saw that coming.
thank you very much, BruhItzMeh, for joining us and giving us, your time and telling us your stories and about bullying and things.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you for the input. Thank you for the inputs, BruhItzMeh. One day you'll come back, I suppose, again. But yeah, everybody, star of the show.
The stuff.
BruhItzMeh.
Got fans of her own.
Yeah.
Like, not even of the podcast. It's like, BruhItzMeh.
People like, yeah, did BruhItzMeh come up there? She ain't on the episode. We ain't listen to the episode.
Skip.
So this.
Well, do the skip noise. Yeah, exactly.
What's the skip noise?
You was doing it earlier when you was telling somebody to skip through the podcast. She said skip though.
The fast forward was
Yeah, but you said skip though.
But no, the skip one is.
Anyways, we're signing out. All right.
Okay.
We're signing out. Thank you to BruhItzMeh.
Thank you, BruhItzMeh.
Bye, guys.
You're welcome. That's what you were supposed to say. We said thank you like 100 times. She never said you're welcome. But
thanks.
I'm just joking. I am VA Verse. Across from me is the wonderful, beautiful, incomparable bag on her head and all. And she got a bag. She got a bag on her head and a pillowcase tied around her neck.
First of all,
that is my baby.
Disrespectful.
That is my baby.
Because this motherfucker want to take goddamn pictures, talk about, oh no, I'm having look good. I am what? No. First of all, you ain't gonna end it like that.
You said the
you ain't gonna end it like that
cool.
because you out here making it look like I'm a whole fucking fool. So I am washing and conditioning my hair because I was supposed to have gotten this done yesterday.
Right.
But your boy, I had to do.
Wow.
Yeah. You want to put me out on Front Street about my bag that I got on my head and my pillowcase I got tied around my neck is because I had to do the children's hair. That took me the 6 hours to do it. That made my elbows hurt. And then who got their hair washed today? You, before we went to the luncheon. So yes, I am over here doing my conditioning. You just gonna call me out in front of the people about my bag on my head for my conditioning. And I don't like when it drips down my back. So yes, I got a pillowcase side over. You are such an asshole. I am not your friend.
Asshole. I was just making a
that's
joke.
my baby, for real.
You still love her. You're still beautiful. Bag and
I
pillowcase and all.
appreciate it. Thank you.
I was in the middle of describing your beauty while I was trying to say beautiful incomparable Z, and I was saying, dang, she got a bag on her head and pillowcase on her neck, but she is still the most beautiful
Mom
woman.
was all offended. She
everywhere
was like,
she goes. See, look, nobody care that I'm trying to say that.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You are listening to For Better or Worse. Thank you for coming over, guys.
Whatever.
Oh, you ain't had to put it in.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
Cut myself out. See y'all next week.